Olympics. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedido. Always open, always local.
Coming up on Primetime, a man charged in the assault of the late Brian Cruz has been sentenced in Superior Court. Plus, Carmen Terlahi gives you a look inside the shut-down Verona Resort over in Tumon. And Governor Calvo has proposed a compromise bill in the hopes to help the ailing Guam Memorial Hospital. Hafaday Guam and good evening. I'm Jason Salas alongside Sabrina Salas-Matinani. And 2.5 years in jail is how much time J.C. White will be spending behind bars for the aggravated assault of the late Brian Cruz.
If you recall, the longtime friends were out drinking with others when things turned deadly. Emotions ran high in court today as the victim's family confront their loved one's attacker, the man who put Cruz in a sleep he'd never wake from. Crystal Paco reports.
Hate, scorn, and anger. Defendant J.C. White near tears as he took a beating of his own on Thursday. One by one, he was confronted by the family of the late Brian Cruz. First, from Cruz's mother, Catalina.
Number one, I don't intend to forgive you.
Then Cruz's sister, Denise.
But only with that anger that I am displaying can you understand the pain that this family is going through. You took a human life.
And another sister, Katrina Contreras.
That morning, the father, J.C. White, made the stupid, callous, and selfish choice to take the law into his hands.
Before he faced off with Cruz's older brother, Cedric.
Brian was a small person. The night that Brian was assaulted, he was a tiny, unarmed man acting belligerent. But no one at the scene was going to call the cops to arrest him, because no one felt threatened by him.
White accepted his defeat, offering the Cruz family this apology.
I'm so sorry for your loss, and it was none of this. I wish I could be the one that's dead. I really do. I'm so sorry. I understand your feelings, and it is appropriate. And I'm so sorry. I'll be fine, peaceful.
Back in October 2016, White and Cruz were out drinking with friends when Cruz reportedly got out of control. That's when White punched Cruz, knocking him unconscious. Cruz later died from severe head injuries, his friends charged for his death. Though White was tried for manslaughter and negligent homicide, jurors only found enough evidence to convict him of aggravated assault. The crime carries a maximum 3 years in jail. Judge Michael Bordallo ordering a 2.5-year jail term today.
The reality is that when friends are out and something happens and a friend punches a friend, he does not intend to kill him. But the reality too is that when you do, you bear the responsibility for that.
White must self-surrender on January 25th. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
And we unfortunately have a tragic update to the heavy police activity that happened down in Talafofo Wednesday night, as Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola has confirmed with KUAM News that the 38-year-old man involved in that incident has passed away. Authorities responded to a report of an injured person just after 7 p.m., with police saying the injury appeared to have been caused by a rescue flare. The victim was rushed to the hospital but did not survive.
He's officially filed his lawsuit in the District Court of Guam. 43-year-old Mark Mofnis Apron, via a phone interview with KUAM earlier this week, detailed how he was allegedly raped by his uncle, Archbishop Anthony Apron. According to court documents filed Thursday, Mark Apron is seeking $5 million in damages. He is represented by attorney David Lujan.
Well, they say that the third time's a charm, but that doesn't seem that way for the Verona Resort and Spa in Tumon, who had their third follow-up public health inspection.
Today, health officials confirmed the 8th floor is now open. However, it seems Verona keeps falling short. Carmen Terlahi has the latest.
A look inside the closed floors of the Verona Resort in Tumon. 3 different re-inspections and still 7 floors remain shut down. Public Health re-inspected the 6th, 7th, and 8th floors of Verona Resort. On the 6th and 7th, here's what they found. Unclean bedding and blankets, a musty odor and signs of condensation and mold in the air vents, and a mix of live and dead cockroaches of different sizes found in rooms 606, 612, and the 7th floor hallway. Making their way to inspect the 8th floor, 7 rooms were isolated to be with fault due to stained mattresses, more mold in the air vents and ceiling, sharp edges in the bathroom, rust, and no signs of pest control. And though the 8th floor was reopened for operation, except for the rooms found with fault, the 1st through 7th were to remain closed. However, one overnight guest at the hotel tells KUAM that he stayed on the 6th floor. This a clear violation of Public Health's recommendation. When asked if he saw mold, he said he wasn't looking for it, but though the hotel has a great view, he did notice some infrastructure issues, such as the shower, and the blowers that seemed like they were cleaning the place up. And when we called to make a reservation...
No, we're full. I'm sorry, we're fully booked. We have no room available right now.
Meantime, hotel staff refused to comment. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
All right, next a story that you're surely going to want to pay attention to, because imagine going to pay your power bill, right?
Right.
And then you find out the total isn't in the tens, not in the hundreds, but in the millions of dollars. Yeah, the millions of dollars on your power statement. That really was the reality for the person in this next story, as Nick Delgado explains.
Herbert Pears thought he was only going to make a quick stop to GPA to pay his girlfriend's monthly power bill for this apartment unit in Agana Heights. But the representative had a rather unexpected message about the account.
She told me that there was a balance of $14 million, and I was like, 14 million, she said, and she asked me to keep it down after I was in shock about it.
The amount, $14.8 million for power for this 2-bedroom apartment, left him stunned.
Who has that money? You know?
The outrageous total GPA spokesperson Art Pears admits was on them.
It's unfortunate. The root cause of it was due to a meter change out with the wrong configuration, and thus the customer was assessed a bill that's obviously inaccurate.
Now the power authority is working to resolve the billing issue.
We're laughing about it because it's like, how does that happen? I mean, I've never heard of someone staying in an apartment consume that much power. I mean, it had to be a very long time where someone got away with it, or...
Diaz, meantime, is finding humor in the error.
I think I'm going to have to probably look for and try and do 20 full-time jobs just to pay for this bill.
On a serious note, Pears says this is the first time he's seen an error that resulted in such a high electricity bill.
This is something that we take very seriously, making sure that all our customers are billed accurately. Yeah. And this is something that internally we're going to review some processes that are already in place and maybe see what improvements we can on the QC side, the quality control side, so that we can minimize or at least lessen the impact these might have on customers.
And GPA officials say these things unfortunately do happen. So if you know something out of the ordinary in your bill, you're asked to call their customer service immediately. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi, Nick Delgado.
Okay, I know when we were talking about this earlier, that was not a typo. Yeah, the bill was $14.8 million. But you know what? Good on
20 full-time jobs.
Yeah, good on GPA for rectifying the situation, and good on our new friend for. I mean, you know, he was totally cool. He just laughed it off.
Yeah. Stay tuned. More news after the break.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
A year is made of more than just 365 days. It was each new connection, every show of support, and all your special moments. Happy New Year from your friends at IT&E.
Now you can choose your favorite Nissan rides and 30 flyaways on Philippine Airlines when you play Micronesia Mall's Your Best Choice giveaway. To play, present mall receipts to win a new Versa Note SR, the Crossover Rogue Sport SV, the Heritage Edition 370Z, or you can choose a tough Nissan truck. Plus, there are great instant prizes from Burger King and Foot Locker. Win more cars, trips, and prizes when you play Micronesia Mall's Your Best Choice giveaway.
To me, Blue Moon pairs really well with Guam because Blue Moon is a beer that's exotically spiced. It's very unique and different than anything else out there in the marketplace. We always want to make sure that they're food friendly. You can pair them up with dishes, practically anything. The ingredients are the malts, the hops, the spices, and we put them together on that canvas, and the finished work of art is our bottle of Blue Moon beer.
2017 is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is on now. At Cars Plus in Mighty, get big year-end savings on a big selection of new 2017 Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and all Fiat models. Plus, buy from Cars Plus today and receive a Cars Plus value card where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Big savings and 21 cents off per gallon with a Cars Plus value card when you buy during the big finish at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Afternoon and welcome back. The Attorney General's office is looking into concerns regarding business practices of USI Tech, a company based in Dubai. The company claims to help people to invest in the popular virtual currency Bitcoin by selling Bitcoin investment packages. The issue was brought to the AG's office as there is concern that it's a scam. AG Elizabeth Baird Anderson urges the community to exercise caution before making a decision to invest in the virtual currency marketplace.
Elsewhere, the administration says the Guam Memorial Hospital's accreditation is in jeopardy if they do not get the money they need soon. Governor Calvo today sent a compromise bill to the legislature, and instead of the 0.75% upward adjustment in BPT in his previous bill, the measure proposes removing tax exemptions highlighted by the public auditor and lawmakers. If indeed passed, Calvo states the measure would fully fund the local hospital each year with a dedicated source of funding and modernize the facility. For the time being, the Guam Chamber of Commerce has quickly come against the bill, with past Chairman Bobby Stringy urging members to submit letters of opposition as soon as possible. They also plan to take up the issue in a panel discussion at the next general membership meeting. That happens at the end of the month.
Jason, federal legislation aimed at easing the cost of FSM migration is reintroduced by Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo. The Compact Impact Relief Act seeks to help offset the tens of millions of dollars GovGuam says it spends each year on COFA migrants.
It's a very interesting topic, and Nestor Lecanto explains in this next story.
Guam estimates that 16,000 of the 75,000 compact citizens who have migrated to the U.S. live here at a cost of about $140 million in social services. In reintroducing her bill, Congresswoman Bordallo again appealed to Washington for help.
As the United States looks to renew the compacts after 2023, Congress must increase mandatory compact impact funding to affected jurisdictions like Guam.
But Congress has consistently provided far less in compact impact funding than what Guam has asked for. So Bordallo Deputy Chief of Staff Adam Carbolito says the bill takes a more innovative approach.
If we're not able to get a funding appropriation, we want the United States to meet its obligation to the territories and the affected jurisdictions' governments in allowing or in providing more assistance to decrease the cost borne by the territorial or the state government.
The bill would include COFA migrants in a variety of federal social assistance programs. Meanwhile, one of the largest costs to GovGuam is unpaid medical services at the hospital. Carbolito says they want to tie those costs to the federal Medicaid program, in which Guam is required to pay 45% of the bills.
Our bill would allow them to use its unreimbursed compact impact costs, kind of like its offset, saying we have spent this additional money for compact impact, use that as an in-kind contribution for our Medicaid program. It doesn't make COFA migrants eligible for Medicaid itself, but it allows Guam to expand its Medicaid pool on Guam and use compact impact as an offset to that.
Delegates from Hawaii and the CNMI have signed on as co-sponsors. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Thanks, Nestor. Perhaps spurred by recent ethics complaints, senators Thursday heard testimony on a bill to update an ethics commission law that's been on the books for more than 2 decades, but has never been fully implemented. The measure by Senator Michael Nicholas would change the commission from an appointed body to an elected one.
Dealing with what's already in statute needs to happen, whether it's standing up the board, making it elected, or repealing the statute altogether. And then from there, having the discussion as to what exactly we're going to construct in terms of providing some form of ombudsman where the public can go through to get relief for their grievances if they feel like they're not able to do so directly with the agencies or the entities that they feel aggrieved by.
Several testified in support of the bill, citing what they believe are recent examples of ethics violations. Separately, Nicholas also took testimony on his resolution to amend the Organic Act to require a referendum for any new tax or tax increase. A local law is already in place mandating a vote, but a recent tax hike passed it through a so-called notwithstanding clause. But former Democratic Party Chairman Joaquin Perez opposes the resolution.
In my opinion, asking to amend the Organic Act in any manner which reflects on the ability of our elected leaders to resolve issues screams political immaturity.
He suggests leaders need to step up and resolve the problem at the local level.
Well, another Island News headlines tonight. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. A new policy raising the legal age to purchase or consume tobacco products or electronic cigarettes to 21 has since taken effect since New Year's Day.
Tonight, our Keani Manjola shares the community's reaction to the new law.
If you're 20 years old or younger, heads up. It's now against the law to purchase or consume any tobacco products or electronic cigarettes. The legislature passed Bill 9, which raises the legal age from 18 to 21. It's been 11 days since the new year, and we wanted to see how the public is taking to it. GCC student Alvin Abadam agrees with the bill's standing.
I think it's a good thing. This kid's in high school. I feel like I don't think they should be smoking or anything. It leads to emphysema and lung cancer. So I don't think it's not a good habit for any of the kids to start emulating.
While UOG student Nicholas Gankowitz has his concerns.
I think it's kind of good, but then kind of bad because since they raised it, I feel like people are gonna start asking their friends to do it.
And one local vape shop owner speaks about how the new law has affected his business.
I think as for your business, I probably had slowed down a bit because of the age of 18. But that's the regulation now. And we do have a lot of our customers still at 21 and over.
And the regulations must be followed. KUAM visited several mom and pop stores to see if they were aware of the new law. Some asked for ID, while others, like this one,
Can I get marble green lights, the short box?
The cashier did not ask for any ID and made the sell. Businesses should become familiar with the law, otherwise it can result in heavy fines or even revoked licenses. The Department of Defense has also aligned their policy with Guam law. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Keani Mendiola.
Well, family and friends and other news gathered in the session hall of the Guam Congress building today to say their final farewells to former Tamuning Mayor Connie Duenas. Island leaders spoke about her accomplishments during the state funeral, as she was also remembered as the first woman to join the Guam Police Department.
Stay tuned. Sports is next, but first, here's weather.
Managing our wireless data used to drive my family crazy. But now that we've switched to GTA and get all that bonus data, we're spreading the love. You sure you don't mind the wait, honey?
Take your time. I'm good.
But we're missing the game.
Nope. I've got bonus data from GTA. Come watch.
Love it.
Get 10 extra gigs of wireless data on every line every month when you bundle. Visit gta.net for more details.
I'm Johnny Good, new face of Heineken Light. It has everything you want in a light beer, and it tastes great. Finally, a light beer that has it all.
Thanks for that. We'll give you a call.
I'm just gonna try something real fast.
What are you doing?
It's cold. I'm hot. It's like science.
The light beer that has it all.
Do you know your way out?
This way.
Low calories, low alcohol, and a great taste. Deserves a spokesperson that has it all.
For 20 years, Matson has been an important part of our everyday lives. Bringing in the cars we drive, the food we eat, and the materials that helped build our homes. From caring for our land through the Adaki Itano program to generously supporting our local charities, Matson has contributed to the preservation and growth of our island. On behalf of those you've served throughout your 20 years on Guam, Pizza Smaasti Matson.
Introducing McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu. With favorites for $1, like any size soft drink, or $2, like a sausage McGriddles, or $3 favorites, including Happy Meals. It's your menu. Use it to build the My Roommate Ate My Lunch meal, the Breakfast is on Me meal, or the Father and Son meal.
So you said 2 McChicken and a medium Sprite for only $3.
Exactly. It's your menu with your favorites. Build whatever meal you want. The all-new $1, $2, $3 menu from McDonald's.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Of day, Mariana Esqual, Chris, Thursday. And we kick off tonight's show with a famous basketball player coming to Guam with like the scariest basketball nickname ever. Here we go. Guam Elite Basketball, Fury Promotions, and Bank of Guam presenting the Bone Collector Experience, the anti-drugs and anti-bullying campaign taking place January 27th at the Elite Center in Tijan. And on the 28th at the FD Phoenix Center, Larry the Bone Collector Williams, who is hailed as the most dangerous street ball player in the world by Slam Magazine.
This is the Bone Collector from Pasadena, California. I'm super excited to be coming out to Guam in the next few weeks. One thing I want to share with you guys is that I have a strong relationship with God, and God pushes me in the direction for anti-bullying, anti-drugs, the things that affected my childhood with my friends as I came up through this game of basketball.
Players 8 and up can take their game to the next level with personal training tips from the Bone Collector at the Skills Clinic on the 27th at the Elite Center. Players man up, go one-on-one with Bone, or form a team in the 3-on-3 tournament. To register online, furypromotions.net.
Bone Collector is one of the world's most famous street ballers, skills trainers, and people should come out to really be entertained and also learn a thing or two from Bone Collector. He's played professional basketball, so he knows both sides of the culture, and he also wants to bring out anti-bullying and anti-drug campaigns here and share a little bit of his experiences, and people could really relate to that.
Basketball fans will get to see some of the top bowlers on Island lace up against the Bone Collector in the Battle of the Island exhibition game on the 28th at the FD Phoenix Center. Tickets $20 per person and comes with a raffle ticket for prizes. Also, a high school skills challenge, 3-point contest, dunk contest, and half-court shot raffle worth $500.
Bone Collector going up against the best basketball players on Island. We'll just see what the Island has to offer going against such a great talent, world-renowned, and the skills. So it'll be a battle back and forth, and it'll just be entertaining to see our local athletes go up against, world-renowned street baller, and then just see if they could get him or if he's going to get you. So that's, the most entertaining aspect about it.
Registration for the 22nd annual Payless Kick the Fat 5K Run, Walk, and Community Fair online, paylessfoundation.com. The run scheduled for March 24th at the Paseo Stadium. Runners who register by the 22nd will get to take advantage of early bird specials at a cost of $8. Registration fees include chip timing. Cost of the race goes up $10 until March 15th. Proceeds from this year's run will go to Sanctuary Incorporated of Guam, Gumat Mami Inc., UOG Endowment School of Education, Hui Nalu Ocean Club, SIFA Incorporated, and the Regalu Foundation. All right, thanks for watching, Marianas. Be sure to check my man, Double D, Dave Delgado, tomorrow, Friday, Betness! Esta, till then, Guausi Chris, adios!
I had a dream.
I walked into a dealership, picked out a new car, gave them no money, and they're letting me drive it for free the next 3 months.
At Nissan Guam, your dream has become a reality during the premier year-end event. For the holidays, you can drive away a new Nissan with no money down and not make a payment for the next 3 months. It's on the house, no money down. We make your first 3 payments. Just sign and drive away. For details, stop by Nissan Upper Tumon or log on nissanguam.com.
Say hello to the widest 4G LTE network in the Marianas. Hot today.
This is Aubrey. She lives in the island of Rota. Aubrey works at the mayor's office. And as the mayor's go-to for programs, events, and outreach, she's got a lot on her plate. A typical week includes organizing events, sharing them as they happen, managing community programs, keeping the mayor updated, all while sparing time for the obligatory Ala Fruta. Wherever she is, Aubrey can keep Rota's community engaged and informed.
Gosh, just look at that view. Always fast, always clear.
When she calls here,
it's fast and clear.
When she shares here,
it's fast and clear.
When she streams here,
it's fast and clear. Everywhere fast, everywhere clear. With the widest 4G LTE network in the Marianas. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Attention drivers, it's your last chance to save big during Triple J Auto Group's absolute year-end clearance. Get unbelievable savings on all remaining 2017s plus mini 2018s. Take advantage of our lowest prices of the year on Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $137 per paycheck, and used cars as low as $80 per paycheck. See PDN and post-print ad for details. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
All right, everybody, it's time for the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club, and one lucky recipient has the entire club to himself tonight. We have one exclusive member being inducted into the club tonight, Takeo Jackson. Happy birthday to you, young sir. Takeo turns 7, and his friends call him TJ. Happy birthday from all of us. All right, and we also have a late addition to the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club, an anniversary here at KUAM.
Yes, we do.
Our very own John Bustamante, an exceptional videographer. We call him Nenny Boy here.
Nenny Boy.
So
say hi, John. Say hi. There you go.
He's giving us the stink eye right now for making that nickname public. So if we are back tomorrow, then we'll see you then. All right, stay tuned. In the Mix is next.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. In the Mix is presented by California Pizza Kitchen. Visit them today at the Holiday Resort Hotel.
Holiday